So Dawn, you've really been a champion of mental health. Tell me a little bit about how your journey began.
Well, it all started with this. 5 years ago, my sons were misdiagnosed and wrongfully medicated. My oldest son was diagnosed as bipolar and put on 2 different kinds of meds, and my youngest was diagnosed as ADHD and put on 1 kind of medication. And at the time, we thought we were doing the right thing because we listened to the doctors. We agonized over it, but we ended up being, parents that went along with the medication, followed the flow. Throughout the course of the last 5 years, we've constantly switched up meds because none of them work, or my son was on lithium, it shut down his liver. We had 1 drug that shut down his kidneys. So my husband and I finally began to seek natural alternatives. We see a psychologist, so a kind of a talk therapist, to learn coping strategies. We started seeing a chiropractor, which is fantastic and has done a lot for the boys. We started using natural oils. I would rub dirt on their forehead if I thought it would help. Everything has led to this moment because neurofeedback is definitely the answer for both of them.
And when the boys train, do they seem to mind training?
Are you kidding me? They love coming to see Dr. Agnes and Miss Lacey. They absolutely love neurofeedback. Who wouldn't? So basically, I didn't know anything about neurofeedback. I'm just a mom. I didn't know anything about it. And so when I heard that they hook sensors to the head and everything, I thought y'all were going to zap them or something, or it was like electrical shock waves. But, they come in, they jump on the bike, get their oxygen in their brain so they have the optimal oxygen level. And then you put them on the vibration plate, and my littlest one wants one at home because he thinks it's so fun to sit there and vibrate. And then they come, in a room and sit in a big comfy leather chair that's, nicer than anything we have at our house. You put the sensors on, and then they pick their Netflix show, right? So one son's catching up on Angry Birds and one's catching up on Captain Underpants, and they watch TV. And that's all that they do. Their brains are working hard. They don't know that, but to them, they're watching Netflix. I would give anything to be able to come in 30 minutes of peace and quiet and catch up on my shows. So they love it. They look forward to coming. I just wish it didn't take as long as it did to get to this point. I wish that every mom out there in my position is aware that this type of testing and this type of non-invasive, non-medication, doesn't hurt a bit, treatment is available for their child. Even if they choose not to do it, just to know that it's available. There's no awareness. And our journey's been tough. Our journey to get here has been gut-wrenching. I'm so glad we're here. I'm so thankful for you and your team and everything that Sandstone has done. I just wish that there was more awareness for what you do so that other lives could be touched in the same way that ours has.